morning, YouTube. This is your host, your redneck host, MC.RedSmith, coming at you with another episode of my RestlessCraft Let's Play. Now, you'll probably have noticed a bit of a latency, or not really latency, but lack of footage from me. That's because I've been doing a lot of work trying to get my last world back to being working properly, and also been doing a lot of work around my house and everything. I was fixing to have an AC unit and heating unit put in probably today, if not tomorrow, so I figured I'd go ahead and get a couple of episodes recorded for you before that happens. But anyways, I've gone in, I said screw the rest of the worlds, they're there but they're not really playable. We currently have Return of MC.RedSmith as our current world. Now, I have done quite a bit of work. As you see, last played on it was that. So, yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and play it. And I'll let you see what I've done. So, here we go. And I hope you don't mind. Now, I did have a internal error, or internal server shutdown before when I went to save it. Now, whether or not I'm going to have it again is a complete mystery. If that happens, I will do what I can. Okay, good, I'm in. Alright, well, as you notice, our ender grinder. We also have a cactus farm. We've also got a lot of stuff. We've even got the big reactor. Yeah. We've got an enchantment table here. We've got our setup there. And if you're wondering what that is, if you notice the side there, that's actually clay. Those are clay blocks. That's hardened clay blocks. And you're probably wondering how in the world I've got that. Well, let me go ahead and do this. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and end the rain so that my FPS is not having that bad of an issue. Now, as you see, this is end stone. But we're not going to really worry about the end stone right now, because right now we're going to turn into a chicken. What is that right there? It's a clay golem. I have a clay golem. As you notice, I'm getting clay. Clay farm. How's about that? I know, a bit overpowered, but you know what? It's okay. Of course, I really don't need the slow fall of the chicken. So we're going to go ahead and turn back into ourselves. Oh, what is that I spot? Really? You're going to try and hide? Can't hide from the hunter. Ha! As you notice, that arrow was flying wherever. Like, if I say shot here, it's got homing on it, which is the highest level of sharpshooter. So, I can actually snipe things like way out there, like say over there if there's a sheep. And let's see, get myself in to where I can land here. Like, say there was a sheep over there on top of that hill. Like right there. Let's see, we'll follow my eye action. After so far it does tend to disappear, but that doesn't mean it didn't land. See right there's the arrow. From all the way over there. So yeah, I've been taking out a lot of enemies, which I will show you in my list. As you do see, I do have another portal. And we are now based out of a giant redwood from Natura. So yeah. Just a Facebook message. Sorry about that on my phone. But yeah. See, we've been killing clay golems. See, I can resist fall damage. A lot of different sheep, joust, pigs, cows, mechas, mecha alphas, horses, chicken, squid, imp, endermans, zombies that are angry, venturaptors, ender lord again, zombies, giant skeletons, ender creeper, choo-choos, all sorts of makes and models, another mutant skeleton. I have yet to face a, I've also got 4 different types of wisps, 2 kobolds, an int, mana creeper, zotar, creeper tot, thief skeleton, ender tot, and then mutant creeper, one that you have not seen me kill yet. Now the only one that I have still yet to kill right now is a mutant enderman. But yeah, my list just keeps going. As you will see, I've even killed a troll and a jabberwock and that, and a trent. Huge sucker. But anyways, enough about that. We're going to exit out of that. And today's goal, I figure, I'd do a little catch-up video showing you what all I've done. I mean, I do have, where are they? They're over here. The forest trees. So I've been doing some dark craft, which is on the 2nd floor, which is, let's see, right there where that window is. I know I could build it all the way up. Oh, hey. As you'll also see, I've got this set up too, to where if the sword... Hey, whoa, dude. Dude. Poke you. Alright. Poke you. That if any of my swords get pulled out... Ooh, got a creeper heart. Cool. Another enderman head. Nice. Got to put that one up on the wall. That if my swords get pulled out from here... Make sure I'm not going to get attacked here. What is that? That is a skeleton. Alright. Now, let's get back to this, okay? If any of these swords get pulled out, they get pulled into here via the vacuum hopper, and then they are whitelisted right there to be pulled back into there. So, it's continuously using them. So I fixed that issue. And plus, I've also got the vacuum hopper feeding experience into over here into a giant drum. As you see how many levels I've already gained, plus depositing my levels, as you will see. As I come over here also and get that, I'll deposit that. Ooh, hey, what's up, Trent? Deposit that. Waste not, want not. And if you're wondering why that wood is up there, it's because I had a boss type zombie trying to troll me. So I had to kind of get into a little bit of a high standard so I could take him out. Oh, there's a witch. As you notice, she is regenning. But her regen was not strong enough. You may have regen, but whoa, hello. Quit putting blood in there. Arrgh. Didn't help. Alright, let's see how much blood's in this thing right now. Dadgummit. After I put this head up on the wall over here. There we go. Let's see how much blood is in there. Not much. As you do see, I also have a pig over there in the gate for whenever I need it. Any iron tools that I can get away with smelting, they are now helping out with my production of iron. And I'll show you how much iron I've actually gained from using that. Lot of iron! Plus gold. Because you do get those certain gold drops. Now, as you see, I do have a lot of clay here, so we're just going to turn all that into blocks of clay. Come over here. Slap the 3 through first. Now, you may notice that I've got a energetic infuser, redstone furnace, induction spot. You bastards. I'm trying to show my audience stuff, and y'all want to be punks? Quit jumping on my machines anyways. Thank you. Alright. Now, anyways. I've got an induction smelter. I've got a pulverizer, magma crucible, a fluid transposer. I've even got an extractor. And a force... Well, it says force furnace, but it's not really. It's a force grinder. And it's got full power. All this is being powered from this. As you notice, the status is offline and it still has that much. So yeah, that's even with that using up some power, as you will see. Not much. So literally, that is kind of like a giant energy cell, and as you see, the redstone energy cell that I've made is not even being bothered. Here, we'll even output it to 1000 RF. It's still really not even being touched, and you see this thing is just chugging along, and you'll see while I'm done with it. Yeah. Can we say I've been playing for a while? About the equivalent of what I was playing on my original world, I do believe. 72 hours worth. And that would be non-stop gaming. Now, I'm going to roll me a cigarette real quick while we're looking at this screen. And I'm sorry about that. But, now, you will notice that I do have a few Darkcraft items. Like, mainly say the Baconator, which means I don't really have to worry about eating. As long as I've got that on my hotbar, guess what? I'm good, because I'm being fed passively. Come on, roll a cigarette. I gotta bring that in closer so I'm not going out of screen here. But yeah. As you will see, I do have several brick, some clay. Let me go ahead and smelt up that clay. Now, in this magma crucible, I have nothing there. I have nothing there. Okay, now, I do need to go on a mining trip. I'm thinking about going on a mining trip to the Nether. Get that guy away from there. Get away from my pig, you doofus. Okay, what? I don't know what that is. It's down there. Whatever that is, it's a creeper. Hopefully it dies. Here, I'm gonna land right here. Whatever that thing is, it can't stand being in the water. I gotta find out what that was. I know it was a creeper. Probably at the bottom of my list. Let's see. Yep, fire creeper. So no wonder it was taking damage while being in the water. As you may hear, I do have a few choo-choos in there. Let's go down here. I don't think so. Cobalt. You don't take my rewards, you son of a gun. Especially the chain stuff, which goes into being turned into steel. As you'll see, 51 ingots worth. Alright. Molten steel. So what is that filled with? That is filled with molten iron. That looks like gold down there. Don't try to be a smartass. Nope, and we got an Enderman here. Blinding Enderman. You know what? You're dead. Now I do have a whitelist set up for the trash can here. For basically, you know, the necromancy parts, spider eye, fermented, rotten flesh, and the stuff from RestlessCraft. So, you know, I can easily throw those in there. Now you're probably wondering what that little squiggly thing is that's like down in that angle. In fact, my finger should be pointed right at it, pretty much. Third slot, second. Whoa. Okay, it's a blue chew. Yeah, whatever. Alright. That is an ethereal essence aqua. I have not done anything with Thumbcraft yet. So what I do generally with those is I just delete them. Alright, now let's see. There's my food miscellaneous. Need to pull that out. I did go and raid some dungeons, as you will notice. Let's see. Item frame. We're going to put that there with a fire charge. Don't really make sense, but hey, whatever. It worked. Whoa, hello. Trent. Alright. There you are, you bastard. Spam shoot. He'll eventually die. Plus I've got infinity on the bow too, so I do need to fix it, so. Bastard. As you see how many arrows I've like literally shot off into him over there. Jesus. Alright, well I've got 6 levels. Let's see how many levels is it going to take to repair this. Because it is low on durability. It's going to take 40. Wow. Okay. 40. Alright. Let my baconator feed me. And as you did notice in the background, I do have a clay golem here. It wants to be a punk. Come here, dude. I'm behind you. Get you in a smoke screen. And let's see, I got melon seeds and that. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, just gonna do this. Cook that up. Go back over here. Pick up the clay. Let's see, how many clay was that I got? 9? Wow. Okay. Now, as you did notice, I did kind of take out that int, or that Trent, however you want to put it, quite rapidly. But, yeah. Alright, let's see. That can go in, that can go up. That can go away. I need to get me some more bread. So that's instant health. I can take out the string. I'll put some random stuff in here. So don't really need those seeds on me. Force ingots or nugs there. Potion can go in there. Builder's wand. Stuff like that. Let's see. Item ducks. And let's see. We've got how many? We had 18. Yep, there we go. And let's see. How many loaves? We've only got 1 loaf of bread. Okay, and those feathers can come out, and that sugar can come out, and the redstone can also come out, as well as the leather. And the clouds. I got tired of the cloud being up on top of the tree there, so I kind of removed it. Alright, so now let's see. Oh yeah, we need to kind of cook that through, as well as the wood, but we'll put the wood in there for now. Just randomly put stuff in there that I'm not really needing at the moment, that is. Alright. Now, let's see. I'm going to need at least 1 spot for bread. So, yeah. Alright. Oh. Pulverizer. Almost forgot about the bones. Alright. So let's get over here and show you what else I've got. As you notice, that is growing quite fast. I could break that one like I just did and put it back down. Now, you're probably wondering why that's growing so quick. I have not increased the time frame. It's because I've got horticulture on my helmet. Which, if I stand still long enough, you'll see what happens over there. I don't know why it's happening over here, besides maybe the fact that it's too dark, but it does increase growth. Whole lot better than the Rod of Time or the watering can. So I can sit here and just get me massive amounts of bread and everything else. But okay. So I take it something of mine just got pulled out. Alright, as you do see, we do have only 4 levels. Alright, we got 35 bread right there. And 24 loaves going in. As you'll see, this thing has barely even been touched. So using that as a giant battery. Yeah. And that also reminds me I need to charge up my hardened jetpack, which I've been able to actually upgrade thanks to everything that I've gotten. Now let's see. There is my hardened jetpack fully charged. As you see, I've also got a redstone flux capacitor, which I've been able to upgrade to. I just haven't been able to upgrade my hardened jetpack to a redstone jetpack, basically a redstone flux jetpack, to be more politically correct. Alright, let's see, that'll get us 17, and let's see, yeah, I got plenty of spaces for that. And let's see, just needed 2 loaves. That actually gives me resistance. Okay, need to cook that, and actually no, that's already been cooked. Alright, now let's see. As you say, I can make glowing bread, bulwark burger, filled cans, biofuel, you know, the whole stuff with the other. Alright, now let's see, is that done yet? Almost. Let's see, then we're going to slap in that, and then actually tell you what, raw mutton's going to go through first, since it ain't going to take near as long. And I know pretty much I've just been screwing around. Huh. Why is that? That was working just a moment ago. Why is that not working now? Oh well, it's going into the same bag. It's great. Let's see. Cooked lamb chop, RestlessCraft. Whatever. I guess certain mods won't go through there. Alright, let's see. We don't really have any room there for leather. Let's see. We'll just throw it in over here, as well as the seeds. Now, as you see, I do have 2 hardened, fully loaded, hardened energy cells. So we're going to put that in there. Put that in there, that in there, those in there. See, rod of time, I can use that. Well, I don't know, I could use that actually. Alright, now the force rod I can't really use, so let's see. We don't want to put that in the food and mist. Let's see, backpack. Organization skills, everybody. Organization skills. See, that can go into the food. See, there's my yellow iridium to keep the power plant running, as I call it. Let's see, put, yeah, those be alright in there. And let's see, Oop, almost forgot that. And the buckets will go in there too, I guess. Alright. Now I know I've been kind of messing around, but tell you what, we're going to go ahead and swap this around to where I can get me some levels. Let's see, I needed 40. Oh, and you probably hear a alarm in the background. It means it's 7:35 a.m. my time. There we go. Now we're going to fully repair our bow. Armor, not too really worried about. The bow is more of my weapon, as you see. As you see, I have Infinity 1, Unbreaking 3, Power 4, Bow Drawback 1, and Homing. Now, if I want to put anything else on this bow, it's going to be literally overpowered. And it's going to cost me a whole lot more than 40 levels next time to go ahead and repair it. As is. So, yeah. Alright. Now, I haven't really been doing any mining per se. Even though there is like holes randomly in locations like here, which you know, so forth. Okay, I thought that was something. But you will see if I pull up my map, if I get off player deaths, you will see that I've got, you know, jungle over here. That is technically a forest biome there. We are in a plains forest area. As you notice, there is a desert here. I have already found a end pyramid. And let's see, where was that? I know it was... There's a structure that I'm wanting to go check out. But I'm trying to remember where it is. Let's see. There it is. Right there. That one. I think that's another elemental guardian type thing. So, tell you what, next episode, instead of doing all this fapping around that I did this episode, which I'm sorry, we'll go and check out that structure right up there. Let me go ahead and put a point there. Let's see. We'll call it attack. That way we got a point there. And as you see, that is way away from us because we're currently at base. But anyways, I'm going to end last call and ask you to please leave so I can lock the doors behind you and bid you a fine farewell. When it goes deep, go deeper. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for watching. And as always, if you like what you see, please click that like button. Post down in the comments below, you know, if you want to see more of it. If you don't, that's fine too. You can always click that dislike button and post reasons for not wanting to see more of it in the comments below as well. Anyways, later.